Hey everybody, Arjun from Wizards.exe here. In this video, we're going to be going over the Rev 15mm Hinge Kit. So this kit is a great way to make hinges for your first global or FTC robot, as it's very small and light, but still does a great job at it. So the kit consists of 12 plastic parts, plus 6 screws and 6 nylon lock nuts. So it comes with 4 of each the left, center, and right plastic parts. It comes with 6 20mm M3 hex head screws, and it comes with 6 M3 nylock screws. So, those 20mm M3 hex head screws are great for putting 2 hinges together. It comes with enough to fully use all of the parts in this hinge kit, and the nuts are used the same. So now let's get into an example of this. Okay, now I have some pieces here. I've already put screws in my brackets here just to make this go a little quicker. And the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put 2 pieces of Rev extrusion together very quickly, just 2 center straight hinges. I'm just going to create a hinge that hinges like that. And here I have 2 M3 nut drivers. They're both essentially the same, but they are not the same as the ones in the first global kit. So they all have the same function. I'm going to slide these in, and then I'm going to tighten it when it's at the edge. And I'm going to do the same for another one of these. So now I have 2 of these. They fit together very nicely. But now we take one of these 20mm M3 hex head screws, put it all the way through, and then we put a nut on the other side and tighten this. You could use a wrench for this part. I'm just using 2 of these nut drivers because that makes it easier for me. Do whatever is best for you. So with these, you don't want to fully tighten them. So if you fully tighten them and you feel it stop, then unscrew it just a little bit, because you want to make it nice and smooth and loose so that your hinge works very well. So now you can see that this is a very simple 180-degree hinge. This would be great, for example, if you have an intake that stows back. Then when you want to deploy it, very simple. Few things about this though. This isn't the strongest. So you can see there's a little bit of wiggle. So you might consider doubling up, like having one of these right there parallel to it, so that you have 2 hinges. That's going to make it a good amount stronger. So that's great. But the beauty of this hinge kit is how customizable it is. So you can see if I loosen this, and I take the screw out, I can flip this over. And now I have a much different hinge, which is useful for some other thing. So I'm going to tighten this, and I'll show you this hinge working. Remember again to not fully tighten it, or if you fully tighten it, loosen it a little bit, just to make sure. So now you can see this is a much different motion. For example, this could be great on a linear slide at the top of an arm if you need something to angle over or flip over completely. This would be great for that. So that's super customizable, and you can use it in so many different ways. Now I have both the left and the right ones here. I'm going to put them on pieces of Rev extrusion now. I'm going to tighten them at the ends as opposed to somewhere in the middle. So you can see I have both of these right here. One thing that's worth noting about these, though, is that while this one right here has the little extrusions on the top, this one has a slight spacing here. So I'm going to screw this together now and to show how well this works. Now you can see that we have a very nice hinge. Say you want two rev extrusions to hinge in this direction specifically. This is great for that use. But so you could flip over one of these and great, you have two different types of hinges. There's so many different combinations of these. So, for example, I was making a suspension earlier today, and I needed to mix and match these ones a little bit more. Now, take, for example, this. This is a much different hinge than what you would normally see. But say you had a horizontal bar of rev extrusion here and you needed something to flip over it. That would be great for that use case. So that's a great hinge. Now say you have a bar of rev upside down and you need something like that. You can do that with the hinge kit. And that's what's very nice about the hinge kit, is that you can make a lot of different types of hinges without having to permanently modify any of the parts in the hinge kit, which is what I really love about the hinge kit. You can do a lot of things without any permanent modifications being made. So then you can always revert your changes back if you need to revert. I'm just going to put this together really quickly. You can revert whenever you need to, which is honestly, this is why this is one of my favorite products from Rev. Though, again, it is a little bit flimsy and it's a little bit hard to drive. It's better for passive things. It's a great product. And though I haven't seen it used in on many teams in FTC competitions, in the first Global 2019 kit, it is there. So you're going to see many use cases of this. So this overall is a great product. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe and email wizards.exe@gmail.com or comment with any questions. Thank you.